Hello everyone, this is Nikki. Welcome to the channel. I'm about to do a reading on Rihanna. Same thing like I said in my Puff Daddy videos. I don't even listen to that kind of music, so I don't even know. Couldn't even tell you what song she sang, but someone wants to hear a reading about her. I don't know too much about her. I'm going to follow this reading up also with a reading about Chris Brown. I think he just got arrested or something. So, all right, messages on Rihanna. What messages do we have for Robin, Rihanna, Fenty? Okay, let's see. What are her messages for today around her? Messages surrounding Rihanna. I have the Five of Swords and I have the Eight of Pentacles. She's definitely doing a lot of rehearsals, a lot of practicing. Could be doing some stretching, toning exercises as well. I feel like she's going to be recognized for something. She could be into some sort of inducted into something like a Hall of Fame. I don't know if she's already had that. Her star or something put on, whatever. She could also have more things around surrounding the business side, like her building a bigger brand or something. A lot of blessings. I feel like she's also a lot of blessings. There's something that she's a blessing to a lot of people, but she still has a lot of things to do. A lot of stuff surrounding her. She could be going through something really negative in her life right now. She could have like a leg injury or something going on with her foot or something that maybe may shut her down a little while. I don't know if she dances a lot or something like that. Definitely some sort of injury. She has been through some stuff when it comes to relationships. It's like she loves hard. She wears her heart on her sleeve. And why do people talk to her or treat her the way that they treat her? But she treats everybody the same. She treats everybody with a level of respect. Okay. But they don't do that with her. It's like the opposite. No matter how much I try to love you, how much I try to give to you, you always stab me in the back. You always treat me so bad. So I feel like there's a lot of stuff that she has taken from the people who she loved. And there's something that's going to really shut her down for a little while. I have this tower, and I feel like it has something to do with her career and some sort of injury. I keep hearing sports injury, so I don't know what she's doing. It could be working out, it could be dancing, it could be just some sort of injury that will hold her back for a little while. But she needs to take more care of herself. I'm not saying that she doesn't, but this will be a good time for her to work on her inner self, how she can forgive herself for staying in situations much too long. All right. She could have some sort of rival with some female, though. Okay. I feel like there's some sort of rival for somebody who wants to beat her, wants to take her spot, or something like that. Uh, there's some female around her who she really shouldn't trust, who could possibly have some issues with her injury or something, like inadvertently causing some sort of injury for her. Kind of like, what was the movie? Gosh. The energy kind of surrounds me. Kind of makes me think of that movie Showgirls. When what was her name? The blonde came in and she was the dancer and throwing everybody for a loop and doing all of the best things, doing all this good stuff, and all of a sudden she's kind of taking up the shine away from somebody else, and they didn't like that very much. So it was like she fell down the steps or something like that, got an injury on her ankle or something like that, and she took the spot in the show, the big show, something like that. Yeah. Just saying. Not gonna tell you the name that just came to my mind. Okay, let me keep that to myself. All right. So I feel like somebody else is feeling threatened by her. All right, and they've had some sort of argument, some sort of disagreement. They have already had some words. So whatever Rihanna is doing, I just feel like whoever this person is here, allegedly, is saying, you know what, that's not gonna last. It's not gonna last. Mm-mm. So I feel like there's going to be something that's going to some sort of injury that's going to hold her back because somebody else wants to take her motherfucking spot, allegedly. Okay. What's going on in Rihanna's life? Magician. Everything she touches turns to gold, and it's like she still has this heartbreak. She's still in pain. I just like no matter how much she tries to do, or it's like she always feels like she has to constantly prove herself to people, to folk, is what I just heard. Sometimes things moves a little bit too fast for her. She feels like things should be a little bit slower. She doesn't want to rush. She wants to take her time, so she just may fade away for a while. And sometimes that may just be the best thing for her. I have her justice, and it's like it her. She just shot to fame seemingly overnight, and it happened so fast. It was like, oh wow, now that I got this fame, I don't know what to do with it. I just, it just this her stardom, it just blew her away. And her ancestors are, especially one in particular, she may have the energy around some person that's around her on the other side who is very, very proud of her. And this person possibly passed away before she became who she truly is, before she stepped into the spotlight. Whoever this is, they're around her. This could also be her spirit guide who is around her. Hmm. I don't know if she has a child on the other side or a young child. It could be a relative. It could be maybe she, allegedly had miscarriage or ended a pregnancy or something like that. There's a child on the other side as well around her, and I feel like that she has some ashes for a relative. It could be a female relative. She could have some issues too with her tonsils or something like that. Could even have like strep throat. Yeah, she's definitely struggling. I feel like she's suffering in silence with something she really doesn't like talking about. Could be a child who she, I know she just had a baby or she's pregnant. Like I said, I don't really, so not no, it's another child who I feel didn't make it or something like that, and she's holding on to this. Maybe has some regrets or something. A lot of regrets, a lot of things that she thinks about that kind of holds her back from moving forward in her life as much as she should. And I feel like she needs to find justice. She needs to forgive herself for something or some things. Okay, this stardom, this magician, and we have here, though she has so much, we but there's still a little suffrage. She still suffers a little bit. I hear suffrage. There's something that really keeps bothering her. That and I just feel like whatever it is, it's hard for her to let it go. It's hard for her to think differently about her life. Though she has so much, it's still so much that she struggles with. She has so many blessings. And sometimes she loses her sight because there's some sort of struggle that she doesn't want to talk about. And I feel like she doesn't need to talk about it. It's just between her and her higher self. Okay. And her spirit guides in God. It's just hard for her, no matter what it is she's been through, no matter how many good things you see going through, her life is still something that's holding her back too. It could be something going on with a person she's with. It could be a money thing too as well, but it has nothing to do with that though. I just feel like she has a lot of tower moments in her life. I have this emperor. I have this page. I don't know if she had a baby or whatever. If it's a boy or a girl, but there is a young person here. Could be a male. There could be some sort of argument or disagreement. This could be her father's son or daughter, whoever it is, the person who she got pregnant. I don't know who he got, the person who got her pregnant. There could be some sort of disagreement between the two of them. Are you sure that's mine? You want to say something silly. You want to say something stupid. Why are you asking that question? Um, I I kind of got a feeling if that relationship doesn't work out with whoever she is with, I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to take that child, away, like fight for custody, but actually took him away, somewhere to where she couldn't find him. Just as alleged. This is just reading. I'm just saying. I don't know if they're still in a relationship or what's going on though. But she does has a tendency to hold a lot of stuff in. She doesn't really talk a lot about herself or her problems. And she needs to move on away from that energy, but for whatever reason she holds on much too long to things that are much too long to things and people that are unhealthy for her. And there could be some energy about her moving on and just to let the singing go, let the stage presence go, and work on her business backstage or whatever. Okay, working to build her business, build her brand. She is a businesswoman. All right, so I feel like that's something that she's going to focus more so on than her singing. All right, it's something about that stability that she needs in her life, and she doesn't want to always travel and do all of this. I just want to be in one place, a storefront property or whatever. She just wants to be stationary. All right. I don't know if she has a boat named after her or a yacht or something. She may have a boat or some sort of water vessel named after her. But she has to definitely be sure that she's making the right business decisions. There may be some people in her business life or in her personal life who she really can't trust. But she knows this, but for whatever reason, she hangs around situations much, much too long. And that's something that she realizes that she does. She just doesn't want to give up on people. Like I'm feeling a few people have given up on her. But sometimes if you get the gist that you can't trust this person, 9 times out of 10, you're right. And I feel like she definitely is in a league her own. She doesn't want to hurt people, but people tend to hurt her. Okay, she's sad on the inside, no matter what you see on the outside. And this is just alleged. Messages about Rihanna. Messages about Rihanna, please. Um, I have her movement here. So I just feel like she's going to be showing people some things. She could be like a judge on a show like American Idol or one of those other shows that they show like that, or being teaching people how to and working with children. She could also be working with children, teaching children how to sing, dance, different things like that as well. I see her working with a bunch of children. She could be making her own baby. I'll use this sound, making her own baby food or something like that. I won't say baby formula, but making her own baby food or something. And possibly looking for, I would say, pictures of baby or children to put on to put on her brand. And it's really going to help her make a lot more money, a lot more income. I feel like whatever she's going to do with some sort of baby brand, it could be baby clothes, different things like that, kind of like Oshkosh, Oshkosh Bagosh or whatever. Yeah, having a brand like that. Her child is going to grow up to be very successful too, and business oriented as well. It's going to follow in their mother's footsteps. There could be somebody trying to break her relationship up with somebody who, I don't know if whoever she has a child by, if he has another child. I feel like they don't like the fact that they had a child together. Now I don't know this guy's name because, like I said, I'm not a fan of Rihanna. I don't know even know what her songs are. So, but yeah, if it's somebody else, if he doesn't have a child with somebody else, this is somebody who is a very negative person, very very toxic, and they don't want to see them two together. Okay, at all, because they still have feelings for him. This ex still has strong feelings for them. And they just have some dark energy. All right. And they could be trying to entice this person as much as they can. Yeah, there's some energy around some people that around hers who, she should move on away from a more healthier to more healthier connections. But these people here, they don't want to see her happy. These are kind of people that would throw the rock and hide their hands, okay, and try to prevent her from moving forward in a positive direction. She could also be growing her own fruits and vegetables, and strawberries, apples, just different fruits and stuff like that. Eating healthy. Have her life is changing, things are moving for her, she's moving to the next level of her life, and she may also, um I don't like, of course she'll pick up weight if she had the baby, if she's pregnant or whatever, but I feel like even after this, her hips are going to be a little bit more curvier, a lot more curvier, a lot more built, as they say, a lot more thick, okay. Very, very pleasing, of course, to the eye, as always. All right, so she's definitely working on some things in her life. I just feel like she's going to be even more and more popular, even more and more recognized, especially if she's doing something with children. She could be writing children's books, but I feel like it's more so focused on maybe clothing for children, onesies, twosies, or whatever. Oshkosh kind of energy, Oshkosh bagosh, but definitely doing something with food for babies, or um, up to 3 or 4 years old, doing something to help with children as well. You know. I feel like there's love there, but it's complicated. I feel like there's this connection is complicated. I don't want you to leave me. I feel like she doesn't like to be alone. You know, she's uncomfortable with being alone. I don't want to be a single parent, or I want us to be together. I want to make this work. There's definitely people she can't trust. She shouldn't trust. I have the Seven of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and I have the Four of Wands. There's somebody still holding out hope for him, whoever it is she's in a connection with. He's happy with Rihanna, very, very happy. But it's people that don't want to see you happy. People don't want to see you with anybody else, okay? Worth waiting for. Unrequited love, okay? There's somebody here who's being deceptive. This could be some energy around trust. She may not trust him completely. Um, so she may think that he's the one. Okay, you've already met the romantic partner you seek, but then we have flirt. He could be flirting with other women, extending his lighthearted energy to others. All right, so and this could be a catalyst of the breakup, and this is alleged here. So, there could be some trust issues on both their sides, but we have him being very happy, or claiming to be very happy. But in the process, he could be, this is his energy, whatever his Rihanna's guy, his name is, that's his energy. But he's also here with somebody else. All right. Just because it's a male doesn't mean it's a male. It could be another female, who he has his eyes on. All right. But he's happy here with Rihanna. And there's a connection here, but there's still something. I mean, adultery. I don't know if they're married or not. He could have the potential to be a player, to cheat. But he's happy. But yet and still, he's happy with Rihanna. But yet and still, he could still have this energy to cheat, and that could be some past energy as well. And he made his mind up. I want to be with you. So there is definitely a happy energy between the two of them. This could also be some energy around switching partners. Okay, allegedly, they love each other. They want to bring spice into the bedroom. Well, let's hook up with, let's do a foursome or whatever. Let's switch partners, male, male, female, female, whatever, whatever, whatever. Just saying, doesn't have to be this way, just allegedly. Okay, but there has been some deception here, even though it could be in his mind. But he's waited for her for a long, long time, waited for a connection like this for a long, long time. But it could be unrequited love. There's some deception here, a level of deception, deception and trust. This could be some energy around his finances and career, and how he grew up in his family and what he experienced, which is he's bringing into this connection with Rihanna. Okay. So I just feel like it's hard for her to let somebody go, especially if she loves them. But at the same time, you got to give yourself a little grace. Let's get some closing energy for Rihanna. Like I said, you all, I don't listen to her music. You know better than I do. And maybe you can let me know if this information is correct or not. Like I said, I don't know. Okay. As you reveal your inner selves to each other, your bond deepens. We have true love here. Having to heal some family issues, wanting to give this connection a chance. Okay. Working on your relationship. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. He could end. Their relationship could end because I feel like he's going to end up meeting somebody else if he already hasn't. Yeah, I feel like he's gonna leave the connection. I feel like they're not going to be together for the long run. Yeah, I feel like there's somebody else. There not only is it somebody else for him, but there's also somebody else for Rihanna. So Rihanna's going to end with somebody else totally different than who she had or will have the baby by. Like I said, I don't know this kind of genre of music because I don't listen to it. You all, I listen to soft rock, I listen to jazz music. So what she sings, I don't know. So, but yeah, this is the energy read for Rihanna, and take it with a grain of salt. And everything here, of course, is alleged. Talk to you later.